Hello, everybody. This is Julie D. from NordoniaHills.news. This is something new we're trying. You have to let us know if you like it. I'm using Zoom to record a little news show. There's a lot of stuff going on in town, and here's just another way of us to inform you on some of the things that are happening. So I just found out this morning this great thing that a local company is doing. I feel at this time of a crisis with the COVID-19 thing that we're going through, certain businesses are showing how wonderful they are in their actions, how they treat their employees, how they deal with the public, and other things that they can do. For example, Jackson Comfort Heating and Cooling Systems just announced today that they're doing a matching gift card program. So if you purchase a gift card from a local business, you can go on Jackson's website, and I believe the URL is jacksoncomfort.com/shop-local. You can enter your information, the gift card that you purchased, and show a receipt, and Jackson will match that. They will purchase a gift card at the same place and then send you a matching gift card. So you have to go on their website to check it out, but I just think that's great. It helps people, it helps the businesses. It's definitely a win-win. And another sign of hope for the area was a local high school student, Shane Romero, did a how-to video on, he made this digital sign, basically a sign with LED lights. The sign actually says, Lord, heal the world. And the video actually shows how he makes the sign. It's a how-to video, and he did a great job. So you can see that on our website today. By the way, everything I talk about today is on our website, NordoniaHills.news. Just so you know, just a frequently asked question, we are not the news leader. We're different than the news leader. Some people think we're the online version of the news leader. But no, we're a separate thing. And we do have a newspaper. Our newspaper started January, the first or second week in January. We were going twice a month until the COVID crisis, and we took a little break, but I have great news. We're starting back again the beginning of May, the first week of May. We'll have another newspaper out. So you have to look for that. And just so you know, in case you didn't, you can pick up a newspaper at all your local grocery stores and other businesses. We'll have more information on where you can pick up the paper as businesses open. Because as we've heard, May 1st, more businesses are going to start be opening. Fixing my glasses, how about that? More businesses are going to be opening the beginning of May, and we will help you know what businesses open. And we will also let you know which ones carry our paper. Right now, I know in the past, the grocery stores, the pharmacies, businesses like that, but as more businesses are allowed to open, we'll have more places for you to pick up the paper. So again, everything I mentioned today in the news show is on our website, NordoniaHills.news. So another thing I wanted to let you know about is a lot of businesses in town have had to shift what they do because life has changed. Life as we know it has changed. So there's a local cleaning company who got a job that she's never experienced before in her 12 plus years of cleaning. And she had to, instead of a business or a resident asking her, she actually got a call from a realtor saying that there was a house that needed a crime scene in a house that needed cleaned up. And it was a big mess. If you go on our website, NordoniaHills.news, you can see the pictures if you like of what a mess it was. But this just goes to show you how sometimes new opportunities pop up during unsettling times. She did a great job, I guess. Every bit of blood had to be removed, and she was able to do that, her and her crew. So the company was Help Me Rhonda Cleaning Services, and owner is Rhonda Solomon. So you can find out more about that. And I would like to get to some information about our local communities because we try our best to cover 4 communities here in town. So first I want to tell you about Sagamore Hills. See, got a little picture there in the background. Sagamore Hills had a trustee meeting the other day, and I was able to be on the call. Oh no, see, all the different communities are doing it differently. Sagamore actually did a live video, and they put it on YouTube. So you can actually go on YouTube and watch the meeting if you'd like. Everybody did it from home through virtual teleconferencing, whatever you want to call it. So the Sagamore trustee meeting, I guess the big news I thought that some people were interested in is they are going to be looking at bids for their waste removal. Their contract with Kimball ends at the end of June. So they're at this time requesting bids and will publicly open and read them aloud on May 14th noon at the Township Safety Center, which is behind me. There you go. So that is what's going on with them. And so let me move on to another section of our community. We have Northfield Village. There you go. There's Town Hall. So Northfield Village last week they were actually the first community to have teleconference meeting, and I attended that virtually. And there's a lot of information that came out of that meeting that you can find out about our website. But the big news in town is they actually have 2 new businesses coming into town. One of them, you'll recognize the business. You'll recognize the building. This used to be a gold exchange place. And before that, it was a gyro place and many other things before that. It's a very unique type of building. Momentum Grill is restoring this currently, and they will be going in there at an undisclosed time. So that's a new business coming to town. Also in Northfield Plaza, where Healthy Eats used to be, which is right next to the pet store, or the pet store, yeah, the pet store. Healthy Eats is left, and now Optic Tan is moved in there. They're not open yet because they're not an essential business, but I feel that as soon as they can, they will open. So you can look for that. I did notice on their window, you could get spray tan or the actual tanning bed type of tan if you're of need of that. And moving right along to another section of town. We are heading over to Northfield Center. They had a call-in type of video conference where you could listen to the meeting. So I was listening to that. And they had some news. First of all, Meyer is definitely coming to town. And there is going to be a work session that has not to be named. As far as I know, I don't think they have a date and time for that yet. But they're going to be doing a work session and discussing, Meyer is going to be going into the Chrysler property. And they are going to, they're asking for a TIF for the roadway project. Because I guess Route 82 there will need to be widened. And it's a big project. So more information will be coming out about that. And I think everybody knows that there is a Dunkin going into town. Dunkin Donuts is going in the property right next to Giant Eagle. There it is. So there's gonna be a Dunkin going in there. It's real narrow. If you go on our website, you'll see the plans for that. It's a very narrow building. So it'll be very narrow toward the street, and then it goes back toward the back of the property. So it'll actually hold a lot of people in the drive-through because the building is so long and narrow. But anyways, right next to it, this is new information for some people. There's a Jiffy Lube going in right next door. We don't have the plans for that yet, but it'll look a little different than the Dunkin Donuts. And we do have more information on our website about that. So you can look around for that. And finally, our 4th community that we have to cover, which is fun, is Macedonia. And they're going to be doing their teleconference council meeting on the 23rd, Thursday, and they're going to be using Microsoft Teams for that. If you go on their website, you can find out how to get, how to get on that conference, so you can find out what's going on. So they wanted to announce that they're providing free mulch for its residents as the supplies last. It's currently available at their 9638 Valley View Road, right in front of the old fire station there. The program is available for Macedonia residents only. Contractors are not permitted to utilize the program. You must load and pick up your own mulch. The city cannot provide help with loading mulch. Speaking of mulch, Mulch Madness is coming to town again, provided by 3Z. And more information will be coming out about that on our website soon. Right now, the students are not, they don't have access to the students to spread the mulch, but you can order it. So we will be putting that out ASAP. Speaking of later today, the second chapter in our recurring story will be going up. We have a local author named Kelly Kelly G. The recurring story is called Paris, May 2018, A Night to Remember. We put up a chapter last week, so this week you'll see the new chapter going up. And it's basically a recurring story. So we thought this is a feature that we usually utilize in our newspaper, but with more people home and finding more time to do things, we decided to put it on our website. So you'll read the second chapter, and like I said, that should be going up later today. And I also wanted to remind you that you can sign up for our email newsletter. Our newsletter should be going up today as well. If you're already signed up for that, you'll get that via email. If not, there's a yellow thing on our website. I believe you can see it if I change back. So you can sign up to find out all the different things that are going on in town. Some of the things that we talked about. You look up in the corner, one of these corners, somewhere, oh, there we go. That yellow thing there on the website. If you click that, you can get signed up for our email newsletter. And remember, the newspaper starts up the first week in May. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening in May, especially with all the businesses, well, some of the businesses being able to open. That's the big question right now, who's gonna be open? How are we gonna be able to access them? Will there be limits like they have with some of the stores that are open, the retail places? So this is Julie D. signing off from NordoniaHills.news news show. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Wash your hands. Have a good one.